Nintendo just released their latest Direct just last week, and once again, we are treated to another Mario Tennis game. This time, it's Mario Tennis Fever. And while the game does look good graphic-wise in certain areas, has the largest selection of characters the series has ever seen, new rackets with the Fever rackets that provide different abilities and challenges to a match, what looks to be minigame modes, and even a story mode with baby versions of Mario and friends. Even despite all this promising new content within the game, I'm sorry Nintendo, but we don't need another new Mario Tennis game. As it feels like every new Nintendo console, Nintendo just feels obligated to release a new Mario Tennis game. Also, with the Virtual Boy getting reimagined during this Direct with a classic version, and the very first edition of Mario Tennis being available on that same Virtual Boy, we will now have two different versions of Mario Tennis being available on the Switch too. And since the release of Mario Tennis on that same Virtual Boy many years ago, this will now be the 8th different version of Mario Tennis. Nintendo clearly has an obsession with tennis for some reason, as many fans, including myself, were hoping for something different during this Direct. Whether this was a new Mario baseball game or something totally different. But now, even the idea of Nintendo bringing in a new Mario baseball game just feels so far gone and is dead. Now, certain parts on the trailer for the game looked good graphically but didn't blow me away, specifically with the game being a Switch 2 exclusive. I noticed this during background textures of grass in behind some of the courts, and some of the models for different characters just looked really bad in my opinion. For me, the Fever rackets do add a little excitement to the game, but it's not much, as we've seen something similar to this in Mario Golf Super Rush with these special shots. Whether this is fire or ice, it just feels as if these power-ups or gimmicks carry over from franchise to franchise when it comes to Nintendo. However, I do like how there's 30 Fever rackets, as this could provide something new each time you play a match. And pairing these rackets with the large cast of characters does provide some strategy and some creativity to the game when it comes to finding your favorite character to play as, and which racket suits your character the best. While we don't know moving forward if all of these Fever rackets will be available as soon as you play the game, or if you have to unlock them by playing in the various missions in the all-new adventure mode. Just like before, the game offers a tournament mode, which I would assume is your standard style of tournament. Trial Towers is an all-new mode that has you completing different objectives that I would assume get increasingly more difficult as you continue. The Mix-It-Up mode does remind me of Challenge mode in Mario Baseball, that featured various Mario World enemies in your way during these minigames in order for you to complete objectives. Also, the game introduced two new abilities to use when in match play. The first is this slide technique that allows you to slide to an open area to place yourself perfectly when it comes time to strike the tennis ball. And the second is the diving mode that jumps you into space. But the biggest draw is the adventure mode, where Mario and friends need to learn how to play tennis all over again, after being shrunken down to baby versions of themselves. Also, a bonus here in Mario Tennis Fever, this is the very first time that we are going to be introduced to baby Waluigi, so I'm super excited to see how he will look in this game. Here, you will complete various missions and progress your way through the adventure mode until Mario and friends are back to being adults and have regained their tennis skills. This definitely is the most interesting aspect of the game, whereas before in Ultra Smash, there was no campaign mode, and in Aces, the campaign was just really lackluster. So it does seem this campaign has the most to offer when it comes to gameplay. That being said, when Nintendo announced Mario Tennis Fever, it was such a disappointment and letdown. Seeing that this will be the 8th different time we are getting a new rendition in the Mario Tennis series, there's only so much you can do when it comes to tennis games. Whether this is tournament modes, story modes, mini-game modes, adding new characters, different types of rackets, it just feels like they're running out of options when it comes to Mario Tennis. I don't know, it's just really disappointing. For someone who was hoping for something totally different, and something new and exciting and fresh, this is totally not what I wanted, or what I feel like what the fans wanted at all. And it seems now we are just getting even further away from various Mario sports games making a comeback or making their very first entry. The Mario Tennis franchise isn't one of Nintendo's top franchises like Mario Kart, Mario Party, or even Super Smash Bros. And for the Switch 2 to only have 2 new games on it so far, with Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, the decision by Nintendo to pump out yet another Mario Tennis game is a little questionable. Seeing too that this is the very first Mario sports game on the Switch 2 does make some sense, seeing that Mario Tennis historically sells super well, so in hindsight, it's a no-brainer by Nintendo to make another Mario Tennis game. I don't know, I was just a little disappointed with the announcement of the game, but we'll just have to wait and see. I do like the large cast of characters, with over 30 characters being available to play as, and like how Super Mario Bros. Wonder is getting some light here in this game, with the talking flower being incorporated into matches, and Prince Florian being an umpire in the game. That being said, I will likely pick up the game too on launch day, but we'll just have to wait and see come February 2026. Let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on Mario Tennis Fever. For all things Mario Tennis Fever and Nintendo news, be sure to keep it locked here, right here on this channel.